Hello, fellow gardeners. My name is Sylvain. Um, Today I'm going to present um, a mason bee house that I've built with its many features and how it can help um, the pollination of your garden and everything that grows inside of it. So first off, what is a mason bee? So a mason bee is a range in size but are typically about half the size of a honeybee, and they don't sting. They are beneficial insects to invite into the garden. They're efficient pollinators in the garden and are considered to be more efficient than honeybees. If you want to simply encourage mason bees and other pollinators in your garden, planting pollinator-friendly plants is a great idea. Having as close to a year-round food source for pollinators like flowers and herbs will be of enormous benefit to the bees and butterflies. Uh, so to talk more about the house itself, providing a maximum amount of pollination, meaning different types of flowers and such, and creating nesting sites like these um, provides mason bee houses. Um, Also means that it doesn't necessarily increase the number of mason bees in your area permanently. The reason why is because mason bees are kind of singular bees. They don't rely on a site itself like honeybees do. So having a temporary housing for them is beneficial for upgrading the amount of pollinators in your garden. However, with proper maintenance, providing a mason bee house should not harm their population and could even increase the population within the first 2 years that you place the house in your garden. It's important that you remove or thoroughly clean your mason bee houses every 2 years to avoid pathogen buildup and even mold. I've designed this house that you don't have to put too much maintenance effort, sorry, and I will talk to you about it in the near future. I want to offer tips for getting the mason bee house hung. So it can be this model can be hung on a 2x4, like kind of a or 4x4, any type of wood structure that has 4 inches wide. I've designed it so you have two holes here. You can hook it up, and one hole in the bottom of the back plate. The back plate also protects from rain and weather conditions. So a good tip to know when placing your house on a post is it has to be placed in a very sunny area, facing southeast of the facing position. It needs to be protected from the wind and in a shady area if you have warm springs and summers. So hang the mason bee about 3 to 5 feet off the ground to avoid any splash or animal that could damage the home. Provide some kind of roof. So as you can see, I have a really sealed up roof here from the back end and the separation here, and it's very solid. Actually dropped this house a few times and nothing happened. And also I've covered the mason bee with a nice hardware cloth for any type of bird that could damage or try to fetch the larvae of the mason bees inside the nesting tubes. So I'll give you a little demonstration of how to remove any type of tubing. So here I've made it really easily accessible, a bolt you can unscrew with your hands and remove that first layer holding the hardware cloth. And here you can open it up and remove any tubes that needs removing, because the thing about mason bees is they'll lay eggs as a layering inside the nesting tube. So they'll hatch down larvae and create like a sealant. And in the back of it, I just filled it up with the cotton balls to make it more comfy for them, and also create the tube create warmth inside the tube during the winter time. So the thing is, I've read and informed myself about mason bees, when you remove a tube, when it's filled up, you can actually place it inside a warm place in a shoebox or something with holes on top. And during the year, it's going to hatch and the bees are going to come out and escape. And you can actually remove the tubes easily and put another one in. And that will help the population really well to multiply and multiply. And I mean, this house is really base solid. And if you see the back plate here, these inside screws are actually gonna be the screws to unhook to remove the complete block for easy cleanup. And this way you can keep this house for a very long time and make it proper for bees to live in. And yeah, this kind of concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.